to, I've got a couple of, well, I've got a couple of new things on my screen and trying to work out what's going on. Today, I'm here for a walk down memory lane, a bit of nostalgia. I have procured a catalogue from when I joined up in 2011. It is the one catalogue I don't have in my little stash over my shoulder here. Hello, Miss Cindy. So I am going to try very hard to procure a paper copy of one of these. This is my my team leader's copy of the catalogue, but I did have the summer mini catalogue, which is teeny compared. It's up to you. It is up to you, Cindy. And we have the celebration catalogue from back in 2011. And I just wanted to go on a trip down memory lane, hey Barbara, and celebrate how far we have come as a company and find out exactly how many of these products I used to own, because this catalogue spans when I was a customer, hey Jenny, and when I joined, so 10 years ago. And I sold a lot of my non-Stampin' Up stuff before I became a demonstrator to fund those first couple of big orders to get my stash up. Good morning, Miss Nicole. It's actually afternoon here. I've just finished my day job and thought I'd come on because yesterday didn't work out as planned. We had some cable reorganizing happening in the boys' room, and happy 10 years today. I didn't realize we were so close in anniversaries. I was 10 years on the 1st, so last Monday, a week ago. So happy anniversary. I'm going through our catalogue then, Nick. Yeah, so David was recabling a few things and kept on pulling out the internet, so I didn't think it was quite safe to come on yesterday, which was Sunday my time, so I thought I will come on now. So let's get to it, because this may be a long one going down memory lane, and I do have a finger injury or a fingernail injury at the moment, so please excuse my band-aid. Hello, Miss K. Now I'm going to make sure my my replay is up and running. Thank you for sharing, Miss Margaret. I do appreciate it. Okay, it looks as though I am on everywhere where I'm supposed to be. So I will swap all this around, flick you guys around so you can come with me on this trip down memory lane and see which stamp sets you owned and which ones you love and which ones we still wish were around. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see which ones I wish are still around, actually. Okay. So I think that's a pretty good view. We're a bit we're a bit saggy today. Hold on, sorry. Trying to negotiate that sag. Okay, I think we're pretty good, and we're straightish too. I like that. I'll go turn off the light so we don't have any shadows on our pretty catalogue, and I'll be back. I'm on live. Okay, so our pretty catalogues. I'm going to start with the main catalogue here and see how we go from here. So I think I'm good. I think you guys will be able to see. So we're very vintage in our look. Lots of texture, lots of colour, ribbons and buttons. These are all the things that we are seeing. And as always, I'm sorry, Miss Linda, I'm creasing your catalogue all the way. We have our catch-up from Shelley and her family, although this picture now comes in single family pictures, which is interesting because the family has expanded so much over the years. So we start out with our colour collections. This is interesting. Look at the in colours. 3 of these in colours are now in our main colour families: Poppy Parade, Blushing Bright and Pear Pizzazz. And our brights, we've kept Daffodil Delight. Pumpkin Pie is now a Regal. Oh, we've got Mill & Mambo. Old Olive is a Regal. We've got Pacific Point, Rich Razzleberry's a Regal, and Real Red's a Regal. So all our brights are gone to Regals. That's interesting. We don't have Pretty in Pink. We don't have Pink Pirouette. We have So Saffron. None of the greens are here. And we don't have any of the blues. How interesting. How things change with colour refreshes. Similar, but not the same. Hello, Mr. Linda. So we've got Cajun Craze and Cherry Cobbler. We don't have Riding Hood Red or Burgundy. We've got Garden Green. We've got Night of Navy. We don't have Elegant Eggplant, but quite a few of the brights have slotted into the Regals. And we've got Espresso Crumb Cake Sahara, got Basic Grey and Soft Suede. And all the other ones are new colours. Ooh, how interesting. And I can't flip with my normal finger. Okay. We're talking about our amazing colour coordination. Isn't that picture pretty? We've got some nice colour combos here. And who remembers our colour coach? Don't have that anymore, but I do like a good colour coach. I think we use the internet a lot more these days. Oh, and our good old wood stamps, they are long gone, and we now have our cling stamps instead of our clears. Oh, and this is what I signed up with. So, oh, you didn't get it. Oh, you got a choice of things, but these are the things you had. It's cheaper to sign up these days. Yes. Oh, this is the 2011 catalogue. So this is 10 years ago, Jenny. I think we've had 2 colour refreshes since then, quite possibly. Hello, Miss Shelley. I have 0 wood stamps in my collection. Color coach, how fun is that? So it's much cheaper. So it's $169 to sign up, but a bit less value. And you get to choose what you want rather than this. I got to choose the stamp sets within these categories. How interesting. And we had a scrapbooking add-on kit. And even our hostess sets are different. So these are the hostess sets you could choose, where now you can buy a hostess set with your hostess money. Staying out of trouble, Delinda? I don't believe it. No, Jenny, we're going back in time and celebrating how we've come along in 10 years. So some of these styles may take you back, Jenny. See, cakes are always popular, as are birds, florals, hearts, and butterflies. Oh, hydrangea comes back. Well, I did have all of these catalogues, and somehow this is the one I missed. Still love a good mixed font. I did love this set, and I had these too, definitely. Oh, and these are level 2 hostess sets. So we had different levels. See, our water's still in, and we still have our crocodiles and our cats and dogs, whales, elephants, turtles. We've had all those come back. It does. There is a sense of being familiar in there. And these are our level 3. Look at all those beautiful sentiments. And a nice builder set for, you've got a tree, you can build a butterfly in there, presents. That's a good versatile set. Okay, now we're on to seasonal celebrations. The classic heart set. I owned this. I did own that, and it got quite a bit of use. I found all my cards from 10 years ago, and I will be sharing them with you in over the next month. I'm deciding to do a month of hey Leanne, a month of celebrations. So this is the start as such, looking back at the catalogue from 10 years ago. These pages are very thick. I thought the catalogue was bigger, but I think the pages are thicker, so it feels the same. Did I have this? I cannot remember if I had this, but I know I used it a lot. And we had all our roller handles. So we had all of those. Oh, and we were talking about this paper with a girlfriend of mine. This classic Jolly Holiday paper. A very traditional, very nice basic pattern that would even work today. Still have our very cute Santas. Ornaments always go a long way. And we have our Buildable Santa here. Okay. Oh, yes. I think I received a card this year using this Punch Pal set, and it was actually really versatile, and I looked at it and went, oh, that was such a good set. Not that I owned it, but it was very versatile. You still have it. Yes, I've still got some roller stands up in the shed, Shelley. I do. I don't use them, but they are up in the shed. And we have the delightful decorations. I definitely had that with the matching punch. So we even had our little lines. And this catalogue was the first catalogue that was more global. So all our catalogues since before then sort of went from when we started in Australia, which was April, where this was our first more global catalogue. You've all got roller stamps. Oh, I still love this reindeer and this font. I definitely owned this one. And I love the joy. I like the two sentiments in this. And I liked how this is traditional Christmas. I don't think I ever stamped up the wreath, and I don't know why. And the card samples definitely still work today. The colours are a bit different. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for that. Yeah, I think these still work for today. This one is definitely not dated. They were certainly right in saying Christmas classic for this one. And we've got our Snow Swirled. You all know my feelings on snow. So I didn't buy that one, but I know a lot of people that did have it. Got some doves here and in that old-fashioned type, and the Santa, he's very sweet. We do have quite a few stamps still in this more old-fashioned hand-drawn style. We've got our cutesy, we've got our Aussie set, so our Surfing Santa, our koala and our kangaroo, and the holiday lineup, which was super cute for colouring, as you can see in these samples. Occasions. So this is all birthdays, and you've got to think back then we had very limited dies. Nicole, good. I'm glad you're with me there. How much of this did you used to own, Nicole? I don't think I owned anything off this page. But nice, bright and fun, showing some scrapbook pages. But we didn't have many dies back here. We had embossing folders, and we had the die to make the mini milk. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Very good for embossing. So I think I may have had this Party This Way set because that was cute. And always good to have an inviting set. Look how bright and fun and basic that paper is. I'm pretty sure I owned that paper. Cupcakes, or a few drinks, some cocktails, champagne, some beer. We have more rollers here. We have like a party one and cupcakes. every little bit, all these motifs can be used. Nice little baby set. I didn't own that because that's more tags. None. I think I still, I don't know. I did own the carton die, Nicole, but I'm not sure if I still have it. So this one we could make like shaker cards. So all these sets, we had round ones and we had heart-shaped ones. So these all went with the sweet treat cups. And then we sold the padded envelopes. I've still got some padded envelopes in my stash. I've still got them. So that was a great builder set. This is, oh, look at that lady. It's so good we've got our Hey Girlfriends back, this catalogue. Now, just remember, if you're popping in now, this is a nostalgia look. If you want to look at a current catalogue, please contact me, or I will put the shop links in the description for our current. We've had tools a couple of times since then, and cars. Always nice and classic. And we've done tea a few different ways, which is good. Ah, right, Shelley. So you're having a really good look back. Oh, my upline, who I signed up under at the time, she loved the kimono kits. Love them. Some more rollers. These are the jumbo ones. Some more hearts. Hearts were very in then. And our birds, which were in the celebration, but we also had the punch. So we have this more elegant. I loved this paper, and have the stamp sets to go with it, the elegant occasions. So all very, a bit weddingy, which is nice. Definitely have fast and fun and fast notes. I even think I have little like 3x3 cards I made with my Stamp Club girls. Nice to see that people still have some of these still stand the test of time. How sweet are these girls? Perfect for, I think we had our pastels. No, I didn't have those fast and fun notes. I had the pun fun. So we still always do punny things. And the Builderoo, I've never really had the Aussie stuff. Never really went there. I don't know why, but that's okay. The Loads of Love, we've had this truck in a couple of times, which is nice. And then the accessories that go in the truck, and the wheels again. Wheels were great for adding texture to a card. I did definitely own both of these, the Cheap Talk and the Look Who's Turning. I made some great cards spotlighting numbers for kids with this number stamp, as well as just punching out the number and using it for kids cards. That was great. And the Cheap Talk, oh, so sweet. Oh, Extreme Elements, did I have that? Maybe I wanted that, but I owned another set. That was good for good texture for boys cards. Pirates, I don't think we've ever done pirates since then. Cricket's very Australian or British Empire. Rugby, I think these might have been Australian only. I'm not sure about the surfboards. I don't even know if we were in the UK then. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, family business. So I think this was a tribute to one of our staff members then. They're all in the family, and you could build family people, and you've got all the accessories that go with them. And this was a tribute to this staff member. Oh my God, even little karate man. Where's the karate gi? Oh my God, if only I knew then that my kids will be black belts. I know, they're so cute, Shelley. Then we've got all the cute baby stuff. I have very limited stamp sets from way back when, and one is coming up, but I didn't own any of these, but geez, they're cute. Like, look at the onesies on that roller. That is so cute. Oh, I definitely had these robots, and I did use them quite a bit. They were so cute. I didn't have the sock monkey. I think, Nick, you had the sock monkey. I think I remember you having it, and then you had the sock monkey accessories here. Just let me have a sip of water here so I don't lose my voice. But my boys love this, and I used it for a lot of kids' birthday cards because my kids were at that age. Didn't have the dog or cat set, but they were very cute. Didn't have animal stories, and I didn't have a granddaughter to buy the My Little Pony, but boy did I want a My Little Pony when I was a kid. This dream roller stamp, I don't remember that stamp. That is a great roller stamp. Perfect for the little girls in that real younger stage with the butterflies and hearts and flowers and balloons and clouds. Oh, that'd make a nice stamp now. You never had the sock monkey, Shelley? Ah, yeah, the sock monkey's cute. I didn't have the monster, but I definitely had the Forest Friends and Funky Four. Didn't have the train. My boys must have been past the train stage, past the Thomas Page. Oh, I'm glad too, Myrtle. We're having a nostalgic look through the 2010 to 2011 catalogue, just to celebrate how far we've come in 10 years. Oh, these were such cute sets. I use these as elements on scrapbook pages. Now, I definitely had the Bugs and Kisses, and this is one of the stamp sets I am going to share. And yes, I did use a little ladybug well before I knew our bug, and I loved that dragonfly. Really, really cute. I don't think I have Fox and Friends, but I know I may have done something with my stamp club before I joined with Fox and Friends. There is so much in here that's still beautiful. The Upside Daisy was really nice. I never owned that. Eastern Beauty was beautiful. I used that with my upline. Scribble This was nice. I remember using white embossed this flower on vellum. See, I was using vellum even back then. And do you know what, Cindy? People would still use them. They are still great stamps. There is nothing wrong with them. It's just style has changed a little bit, but some people's style still would like these stamp sets. Ah, Margaret, that's good. Good to see they stand the test of time. I definitely had the trendy trees. That was really cute. And maybe I didn't have the trees. Maybe I didn't have the Funky Four, but I had trendy trees instead, because these were more buildable trees. I like that. Oh, Blueberry Crisp. Oh, wow. Blueberry Crisp Designer Series paper. I think so many colours in this catalogue were like brand new. A wash with flowers. So that's two-step stamping with the line and this is with the clear sets, I think. Yeah, you could get it wood or clear and do that two-step stamping, so you could get it not aligned or aligned. I remember I had the Greenhouse Designer Series paper. See, these florals are all still very much usable today. Very, very much usable. I'm not sure about this one. It was never kind of my thing, and I don't think Everyday Moment was, but great for colouring. Look how our sea themes has come, because we've got Whale done now. I'm sure we've got another sea theme set, but wow, come such a long way. This is lovely with the like patrol boat and the sail, but I still like our sailing home stamp set with the different ones in there. That's nice. All very retro and funky. The printed petals, I think they were retro and funky even for then. And Cottage Garden, that was a sweet little set that went along with the paper. Butterfly prints, I definitely have. You guys know I'm a sucker for a butterfly, and that was a nice simple butterfly back then that you could use. A sweet little set too. Or inspired by nature. I definitely, if I didn't have this, I borrowed it because I paired the reeds here, or the grass, with the bug set from earlier. I definitely didn't have this one, but I remember it, and Petal Pizzazz was very on style. Nice and bold, but I do like these silhouettes. Very, very nice. And you could use your sponges to sponges and markers to use two colors for. It reminds me of Echinacea, this one. I definitely had Just Believe, and I did use that in my first workshop. I found the photo of the 3 cards that I did in my first workshop. I didn't have Garden Whimsy, even though it has a butterfly, 2 butterflies. I didn't have this. And look at the Gingko leaves. Ginkgos come back and back and back all the way through our catalogues. We've had those quite a bit over the years. I didn't own anything but Flower Fancy. That has come back in slightly different forms a couple of times. We may even have one. Yes, Floral Essence is very, very similar. Let's see if I can grab it. I'll show you. Floral Essence in style is actually quite similar to that. Isn't it interesting? A little update, and these designs stand the test of time. I like the like labels, the labelness of these. And the magnolias, well, they're always around. Oh, I had Friends 24/7, and I had the roller, but Lovely as a Tree was here. Lovely as a Tree stayed along and around for a very long time. Beautiful Nature's Nest, that's lovely. Feathers come in and out as well. And Fifth Avenue Floral, that rose has been in and out as well. And I did have the Great Friends stamp set. I think I owned half this catalogue. These are all our background stamps. Now, which ones? I missed Dot to Dot because, you know, a basic polka dot is always good. I had Wood Grain. I had the Medallion. I didn't have On François, but I know my girlfriend did. The calendar was useful, the French filigree, they're all beautiful. This was very, the Belle Étoile was very popular, sanded. The textures are all still there. All still there. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, Flight of the Butterfly, once again goes with the punches. Seeing Stars, I still have these star punches. I do still have the punches, not the stamp set. Oh my God, I love Circle Circus. I got this as a customer, and such a versatile set. So very versatile, and I've seen it in the greater crafting world at the moment that these patterned circles are coming back on trend. I can't tell you what my first stamp set would have been a Christmas set, because I started off doing Christmas stamp sets. I didn't own this, but no, my upline did, and you could build petals. So like the stamp set in the current mini, you could build flowers using this one. So in the current mini, there is a buildable set that you can use. So the themes are forever going, the motifs or the building, the two-step stamping, it's all still very relevant today. I had the Always set. I did a scrapbook page. I don't think it was a wedding scrapbook page, using these two in particular. And these went with our circle punches. Oh, our scallop ovals are back in our duo punch, not quite the same. Who remembers the tab punch? And I liked this one too. What was it called? Modern Label. No, Curly Label. This was Modern Label, which I loved. Great for sentiments. Oh, this last time we had our Eiffel Tower. So it took 10 years to come back around our Eiffel Tower. This is called Artistic Etchings. I'm not sure if I had the music notes, but I have kept the music set. Now that I have a child that loves music, I have kept the music set for them. Oh, Vintage Vogue. I like that. Well, I didn't have it, but I know a lot of people that did. I definitely did have Censored Time, and I even used Censored Time on my youngest Year 6 farewell invitations, because we did like Alice in Wonderland steampunk theme. So the cogs and the clock face worked really, really well. Really, really well. Haven't had clocks. We've had gears, but we haven't had clocks for a while. Ooh, this style is still around. We've still got food that comes up every now and then for the cooks, for us who, or for those who all love cooking. I can't say that's me at all. Okay, and still got hummingbirds. We've got our celebration hummingbird set, and I did have Baroque motifs. This background was amazingly useful. One of my favorite sets. One of my faves. Greetings now. Now, which greetings did I own? I owned On Your Birthday. I didn't own this one because it didn't have something in it that I wanted, but I have kept a stamp set, an updated stamp set since then. Oh, I know what it was. Maybe the mum was, no, it says mother. Can't remember what it was missing that I wanted. It definitely had cousin, which I was happy with. I had wordplay. That was a really versatile mix font. All about the mix fonts here. And pages sticking together. So how's everyone going down memory lane that's been around? Do you like this catalogue? Do you think there's relevance to this catalogue for those of you who are still watching? Heard from the Heart. I don't think I had this, but I definitely remember using it. Teeny tiny sentiments. What are these? These got replaced by the itty bitty sentiments that are still around. It was good to have all the months of the year to go with the calendar stamp that was earlier in the catalogue. So that was good. I think I had this stamp set. I definitely didn't have Sincere Salutations, but lots of other people did. Curvy Verses, that pops up in lots of stamp sets, that kind of style. You still have teeny tiny sentiments, Nick. Oh, I think mine's long gone. I definitely had Thoughts and Prayers. And it was in the old clamshell. So if you bought a wood set out of this catalogue, it came in the old clamshell style. And my clamshell boxes aren't easy to get at the moment. Oh, see, got this really interesting font. I think that is dated, but this handwriting font definitely is not. I would happily use that today. I definitely had Short and Sweet. I didn't have a word for you. This one will do. I think this one's just a titch dated. Yes, I know. And it is very similar to Linda. You can see, oh, that's in that stamp set. Now, sorry, I just got interrupted with the phone call. But back in the day, we had lots of alphabet sets because we were a bit more into scrapbooking, and scrapbooking was more in vogue, and we had lots of alphabet sets. I can't tell you which one I owned. I know I've always tried to own one alphabet set, and the one I have now is the Make a Difference set. But I can't tell you which one I owned. I know I owned one. I think I may have owned the double mounted one because it was on sticks and it was double mounted. I think the very basic ones appealed to me more. I can't remember what I had. Then these are our Angel Policy stamp sets for if you're sending cards. You have the Stampin' Up! Copyright on the back. That is still required today. There are some lovely fonts. Okay, these, oh my God, grosgrain ribbon. I miss grosgrain ribbon so very much. So our colour pages are set out a little differently. All these assortments are now after our colour collections. But we went through those at the start, so I will not linger. But I do like that we've pulled out our black, white and vanilla out of our neutrals collection and put our Mary Merlot Night of Navy and Mossy Meadow in there because they are perfect neutrals. Oh, we used to have our confetti cardstock. We still have shimmery white, and we had our brushed metallics, and they come up every now and then in a mini catalogue. Or we had our cutout envelopes, and we had a small end opening envelopes. But our envelopes are quite similar. We don't have a calendar anymore. We still have our cellophane bags, and the padded envelopes went with the sweet treat cups. So look, we still have our window sheets. We still have watercolor paper. We've condensed our basic paper just a little bit. And oh my God, our designer series paper has changed so much. So much. I think, maybe except for this one, the Woodland Walk and the Love Letter don't seem as dated as the rest. The Woodland Walk is, besides the colours not being colours we have now, only one colour. Two colours, the wild wasabi and the chocolate chip. Everything else still exists. Loved the Jolly Holiday. I never had the blueberry crisp, but it's appealing to me. I loved the newsprint. Very, very basic. And I think this was the first catalogue we had our designer series paper stacks. So they came in 12 by 12 then, but now we've got our 6 by 6. And if you join at the moment until the end of this month, you receive 5 packs for free, which is lots of fun. Oh, and we had the coordinating stickers, the quick accents to go with the papers. We had our albums because we catered a bit more to scrapbooking then, but I think scrapbooking has been a bit on the wane. And then you had more kits, so you had your scrapbooking kits. Oh, the Simply Scent kits. So these are very much like our kits now, like our paper pumpkin kits and our pre-made kits, where you'd get a stamp set, envelopes and the card, and in some of them you'd get ribbon and accessories as well. These were good kits, nice and basic. Oh, they were indeed, Shelley. They were indeed. I mean, the colours may be a bit dated. What are these? Oh, rub-ons. Who remembers rub-ons? Who still owns rub-ons? I still own rub-ons. Yeah. I don't have any from this catalogue, but I'm pretty sure I still own a couple of wood mount sets. Betty, I just can't. There's a wedding one that I own, a baby one that I own that I've never been able to get rid of. Yeah, there are a couple of things. We have our chipboard and our board journals. We've had those come around in a couple of different incarnations. Oh, and all the ribbons. So we had twill, organza, stitch poly ribbon, grosgrain 3 different ways, taffeta satin, but we had larger colors in each one. Now we now we have more variety of ribbons with a smaller selection of colors. You own a drawer full. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. Oh, the buttons and the brads. The antique brads. Oh, they were stunning. And the jumbo eyelets, and you could build your own brad, and the designer brads. I think I preferred the antique over the designer, and you had these jeweled ones. The mini library kits have been in and out, and so the clips have come in and out in different kits and things. Oh, I know, Nick, the rub-ons, yeah. Or we had paper daisies and the crocheted flowerets, or the hodgepodge hardware. That was fun. See, heat and stick powder, it's come back. It now goes with our gold gilding. When we're back to our basic Stampin' Emboss powder, we still love our buddy. I did have the powder pals. I'm pretty sure I've still got my heat tool from 10 years ago. Still going strong. We had our markers, we had our classic spots. Now we've got one collection of classic spots. We had watercolor crayons, we had pastels, we have watercolors, we have different things now. So we have our markers and our watercolor pencils, which went away for a bit, our watercolor pencils. So we've got ink, markers, alcohol inks, watercolor pencils. So still got sponges, still got sponge daubers. The spritzer we don't have the white pens, still have the blender pens. Isn't it interesting? This distressing kit, I still have bits and bobs out of this distressing kit. Adhesive, still have, well, we don't have snail anymore, but we still have that. Mini glue dots, multi-purpose adhesive, dimensionals. Wow. Oh, these are all our wheels. So this is our clean mount blocks, which have not changed. Our caddies have. I still have one of these on my desk. I don't have the color caddy. I have a custom one, and this was for our old style ink pads. I know people still put our new style ink pads on them. Bring back the buddy. I was ignoring the buddy because I still own the buddy. My buddy's very sad buddy. Look at all these punches. Because we didn't have the dies or a big shop back then, we had all these punches. I had the owl, I had the bird. I think, let's be honest, I have majority of these. Very similar, like, very, and we had our border punches as well. Tearing guide, Stampin' Magic. I much prefer the Stamparatus. That is one thing that has definitely improved. The Stamparatus has definitely surpassed the Stampin' Magic. I still have my tearing edge. Or Stampin' Scrub's been improved. The trimmer now is the bomb. The absolute bomb. I still have my craft and paper scissors as my ribbon scissors, and I've got a bazillion paper snips. So back then, all our stamps came on one sheet, and we had to trim them out ourselves. So we did sell craft and rubber scissors. I never owned the Stampin' Up ones. I still have my original pair that is from another company, but are very, very similar to the craft and rubber scissors. And we couldn't stamp straight away. We had to mount our own. So the rubber and the wood came, and the rubber came pre-adhesived, and you had to have to cut around it all, and then you had to put it together. And this may have been one of the first catalogues with the big shop, and I still have my doctor's bag. It's very handy for going out. It's very sturdy and fits a whole lot of stuff in it. And look at all these embossing folders. I did these embossed and cut at the same time, and now we have that in our thin dies, which is great, but these were a little square folder. Love polka dots. Oh, so nice. But embossing folders, I can say we normally don't have any bad ones. Now these dies were the thick ones. We didn't have any thin dies back then. These were the thick ones, so you could only do so much. And these ones were on a plate. They were thin, but they were on a plate and much smaller, probably about that size. Quite different. Very different style in the dies. I love how intricate we have got with our dies. Pillow box, top note. I know a couple of you would still have your top note. The beautiful butterflies I definitely owned. I don't think I had the pennant. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Or our index. Look how many stamp sets we have now compared to back then. We had our wheel guide, so we had so many wheels then. And then these were our single stamps. You could just get single stamps. Wow. So that's the end of that catalogue. Let me show you Celebration. So I because it's polka dots are my business. Surely very, very classic. So we just had stamp sets. I think I have multiples of all of these stamp sets. So we had So Happy For You. And this is the punch bunch, which went with so many of our punches. We didn't have much to choose from. Sweet Summer. And we have Bliss. I loved this Bliss. And that was it for Celebration. And that Celebration, this was the first time I think it went for 3 months. Oh, I've gone a bit funny. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I've gone a bit funny. So this is our very short mini catalogue. Oh, here we are. We're back clear again. That's good. So it's in the Thought Punched Posies. Got the Flamingos. Flamingos come back. Fabulous Phrases. This font has been in and out of the catalogue quite a few times. Pinking Hearts punches. Some crocheted trim. We've had that crocheted in and out quite a few times. Look at that cherry blossom. We've had cherry blossoms in and out quite a bit. I love to see how all of this has changed. This was great designer series paper. They were heat embossed, I think. Vintage glossy designs that you can reveal using our spritz. I love the smooch spritz. Or you could sponge over it. So it was pre-embossed paper. And this rough type that went on these mini tags, which were back the page before. The buttons, see, we had punch packs back then. The birds were cute, and we've had birds and bird cages in and out of catalogues as well. More jumbo rollers or just the rollers. Very, very versatile. Oh, a great travel set. I'm never sure about swirls on things. See, there's swirls on everything. How do you feel about swirls? I'm very glad we have the catalogue now, but it's really nice to look back and see the similarities in fonts and how certain things have come back in a more fashionable way. Always like a bit of tropical. Oh, this was a good set, and this has come back. The guitar and the argyle have come back in various ways, and then we've got some more a la carte stamps. See, Tooth Fairy stamp always can be used for a boy or a girl. And that is the short mini catalogue. So we have come a long way in 10 years. In 10 years, we have come such a long way. So you cannot order from these catalogues. We were just having a nostalgic look to see how far they have come. It was an interesting walk down memory lane, Donna. It really was. I really enjoyed looking back. You heard me going, oh, we've had that a couple of times, or I'd say about half the colours are still there. Let me go back to the front of the catalogue. It's interesting to see the colours that have stood the test of time. Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Melon Mambo, Old Olive, Pacific Point, Rich Razzleberry, Real Red. So Saffron, that's it out of there. Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Night of Navy, Early Espresso, Crumb Cake, Sahara Sand, our basics, Soft Suede, I did like River Rock, and Basic Grey. And then the in colours that did come back are Poppy Parade, Blushing Bride, and Pear Pizzazz. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's nice to know, oh, sorry, I don't know if I remembered the Real Red there. But it's nice to know that these colours have stuck around and we've got very similar colours, because the Baja Breeze is, oh, not really. Is it a bit pool party-ish? No, it's not. It's a blue all onto itself. And it's not Seaside Spray either. Seaside Spray is darker of Bashful Blue. I mean, the colours are a whole nother conversation. But if you would like to order our current products, please do so. I will pop off now and pop the links in at YouTube and my Facebook. And if you go to my blog, that is in the description, you will be able to find links to everything, or to my main blog page, which you can go anywhere from there. So thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow for card making, not a catalogue walkthrough or nostalgia. And I will be sharing some of my cards and projects from 10 years ago in over the coming weeks. And I am going to put up a post asking what theme of projects you think my top blogged projects are, because it would actually surprise me. My pleasure, Kay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really enjoyed going down memory lane, hearing what you still had and what you still liked. It was great. There are a couple of things we really want to bring back, but it's just not possible for various reasons at this time. So I will see you tomorrow at midday Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Saving Time. I will be back at midday card making with you. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, so we may play it by ear right up until when I have to decide. But no, I will be back sticking and plonking and using all the glues then. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh, what, this finger doesn't work because it's got a band-aid on it. Silly me. See you guys.